2020 was a terrible year. I don't think any of us can deny that. But, in the way of the Transformers community, it was pretty alright. We generally got some decent figures out of Earthrise, although it was short. Studio Series gave us some stellar things, and Cyberverse finally started to actually get really, really good. However, out of everything this year, which were the best? Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the best Transformers of 2020.
First off, we have Exhaust, who is ironically one of the last figures I got this year. So yeah, number 10 selects Exhaust. Overall, this figure is solid. I like the fact that he has a brighter white than Wheeljack. It makes him feel a lot cleaner. And I like the fact that he's an obscure Diaclone reference. Overall, he's solid. He does have some issues. His knees are a bit loose. But overall, he's a solid enough figure, and as my first Selects figure, I am very happy with him. I would have put Wheeljack on here, but like I said, there are certain things about Exhaust, like the new head, the brighter white, and the decal set actually, that make me prefer Exhaust over Wheeljack. But both are great figures, and if you can find them, definitely pick them up. Wheeljack recently got re-released as part of the Netflix line, not to mention he's clogging shelves everywhere. So, yeah. Number 10, Exhaust. Coming in at number 9, we have Earthrise Leader Class Double Dealer. I couldn't put this guy any higher, since he does have his major flaws, but contrary to popular opinion, I love this figure. I feel that he is fun to mess around with, he's nice and big, he feels bulky, and overall, I just like him. He's fun. That's really all I can say. At least to me, he is. Not to mention, I did like how he was portrayed in the War for Cybertron cartoon. But yeah, overall, this figure does have its flaws. I hate the legs. The legs are really awkward. His transformation into bird mode is frustrating, and his bird mode is definitely the weakest of his 3 modes. But everything else, the accessories, the faction switching gimmick, the fact that he's compatible with tapes, which allows for them to recreate his Power Masters, the fact that his engine block right there is actually removable, like on the Power Masters. Oops. Just in general, Double Dealer is definitely one of my more favorite figures this year. So yeah, number 9, Earthrise Double Dealer. Coming in at number 8, we have GDO Swerve, which is an older figure on this list, but it still holds up fantastically. Overall, it's a very solid repaint of an already pretty alright figure. It's a repaint of Generations Cup, and overall, it is phenomenal. The paint is good, the color scheme is great, articulation is a bit odd in the arms, but still good. Transformation is one of the most unique I've seen in quite a while. Weapon storage is fantastic, and the ult mode is exactly what I want from someone like Cup or Swerve. Overall, fantastic figure. Definitely glad I picked him up when I could, because he was well worth the $20. At number 7, we've got Earthrise Blue Streak. This figure is a bit infamous at this point, but it's also fantastic. It does have an infamous QC issue where the roof will pop up, but pop off, or snap off, if you will. But overall, he is a very good figure. Articulation is great. Definitely an improvement over the Siege one. It actually makes the Siege one look sad by comparison. Articulation is great. Transformation is straightforward but very fun as long as you're careful with him. And overall, he is just beautiful in both modes. He's very hard to get a hold of. It took me a good 2 months to finally find him, but oh boy, he was worth it. He is fantastic. Just be gentle with him, don't force the roof, and you should be fine. But yeah, number 7. Earthrise Blue Streak. Coming in at number 6, we've got Siege Spinster. This is one of the best helicopter transformers I've seen. The transformation is super unique and very fun. The helicopter mode is a bit odd, but it's still a very sleek chopper mode with a very unique design. Articulation is fantastic, and the colors are definitely do pop. A few issues I do have with him though is his lower legs are made entirely of clear plastic, and his rotors can be a bit floppy, but other than that, Spinster is amazing. And of course, you can get his Target Masters through Battle Masters, however I think one is exclusive to the 3-pack with Skywarp. But yeah, number 6, Siege Spinster. Halfway through at number 5, we've got Transformers Prime 10th Anniversary War Breakdown. This is a fantastic figure, of course. Its articulation is pretty good, transformation is extremely complicated, but very fun once you get it down pat. The robot mode looks near perfect, and overall it's just nice to have a figure we've been waiting a good 8 years for. And Aaron's microphones are nice too. As you can see, the only sticker I put on mine was the Decepticon symbol right there. But he comes with a lot, didn't bother putting him on, but still. Overall, War Breakdown is definitely a nice figure to have, and he's pretty good to go along with that. Sadly, his pack partner is not on this list. At number 4, we have the oldest figure on this list, Classics Mirage. This is an incredible figure. One of the few figures from Classics that I say still holds up. Articulation is out of this world, transformation is super fun, super unique, and the robot mode is one of the nicest looking Mirages out there. I prefer to the Siege version. The only real issue that I can really think of is the lack of thigh swivels, and the fact that he has this kibble chunk hanging off his back. But those are easily overlooked by all of the great stuff that this figure has to offer. Coming in at number 3, we all expected this to be on the list, Transformers Cyberverse Deluxe Bumblebee. I already went over why I'm on this in the review, but to sum it up, great alt mode, great stylization, great transformation, great robot mode, and overall, just ignoring the fact that he's a Cyberverse version of Bumblebee, he's just a solid Bumblebee figure, one of the best we've gotten. And compared to the rest of Cyberverse, he is phenomenal. Just as a Bumblebee, he's phenomenal. And the fact that I praise this guy so much in the review, and he's only at number 3 here, shows how good this year has been for Transformers. So, yeah. Number 3, Cyberverse Deluxe Bumblebee. Coming at number 2, the penultimate, we've got Studio Series Blitzwing. Wow, this was the first Studio Series figure I had picked up since Car Shatter. Or was it Car Dropkick? I can't remember, but he's the first Studio Series figure I picked up in a while. And, oh my god, he blew all my expectations out of the water. He's big, he's chunky, he's complicated. He's just a great Voyager overall. And just, the jet mode is perfect. Even if it's not accurate, it's a perfect jet mode. The transformation is so unique for a Seeker. Just, oh, I am in love with this figure, and I have been since I got him back in November. Just, he's one of the best pickups of this year. However, there is one figure that reigns supreme among all the others we've gotten this year. Coming in at number 1, it couldn't be anyone but Earthrise Optimus Prime, the first leader I ever picked up. And I'm speechless. This is the perfect Optimus Prime figure. Transformation is so unique for an Optimus. Just, he takes the Siege version and just, it fixes so many of the problems. It fixes the panels hanging off the arms. It fixes the massive piece of alt mode kibble hanging off his back. It just improves on Siege so much. And I am so happy to have him. I'm speechless. He is just, like, the vehicle mode is perfect. I love that he comes with a trailer, even though the trailer itself is meh. But the figure itself easily makes up for it, and you can still get this guy. You can get him in either with the trailer or at a reduced price with a couple of Battle Masters. So, go out, pick him up, have a good time. So yeah, the best figure this year is easily Earthrise Optimus Prime.
So I guess this year shows that even in a year as miserable as 2020, there's still a silver lining. This year has brought us some great figures, so much so that I don't even think I can make a worse list. The only 2 figures I can think of that would, 3 figures actually, that I could think of that would probably go on it are Studio Series Satellite Soundwave, Earthrise Hoist, and Cyberverse Scout Optimus Prime. Overall, this year has been fantastic. These last 2 years have been fantastic. And even though 2020 itself has been, frankly, kind of crappy, at least we're going into a new year, and we're going to have Kingdom. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys next year. Goodbye, and Happy New Year's.